some preseason action. Nothing happening here, but something did happen here. I want you guys to focus in on the play of Memphis Grizzlies center Zach Edey, who did not start this game, but I got a feeling that's going to change very, very soon as you see an immediate timeout by Indiana. Indiana, by the way, coming off of a huge run last year. Expectations will be somewhat high for this Pacers team that did lock up a couple of their pieces, bring them back. Now, Indiana didn't make a lot of noise in free agency, right? But they did make the Pascal Siakam trade at the deadline. So, I mean, in theory, they got what they need. Their nucleus is set. The only thing they need now is more time together. More time and health is really the only thing this team needs. Looks like we just shifted broadcast here. I think we're on Memphis' broadcast now. Beautiful broadcast, by the way. And it is a 13-5 game as Desmond Bane gets to work. I know I've said this a few times this NBA preseason, but Desmond Bane is one of my favorite players in the league. Now, look at that footwork from Zach Edey. It's not easy defending Miles Turner. Turner sprays him, but I like seeing Edey move around. It's one of the big question marks about the big fella. How can he move at this level? Little two-man action with Luke Kennard and Edey there leads to a Kennard three. Let's see what we got here. Oh, easy work for Edey. Look at that. Look at that attention that Edey commands allowed for Wells to get the easy deuce. Zach Edey had a big game in this one. I want to see some plays from him.
And a three is perfect by Kawamura.
That dude is 5'9", by the way. A lot of people talking about him. He's got quite the character. And I got a feeling that he ain't going to be playing a lot of minutes for Memphis this year. Jock hopefully will be playing. If he's playing a lot of minutes, everything is went wrong for the Grizzlies season. But you got to watch him, though. When he does play, he's very exciting, though he's a smaller player. He goes no look there to Edey, who finishes at the rim. Edey defending, Jackson scoring. I wish the NBA showed more misses, man. I want to see Zach Edey actually affect some shots. Oh my goodness. He's tall, but that was still an impressive spin. Keep the ball high, go right into the score.
Keep it up, stay up.
I would love to get some comments and some thoughts for both of these teams. What are your expectations for them this year? Brandon Clark, bunnies for dinner. Bunnies for dinner. I'm pulling up some stats here, y'all. Still watching. Okay. Miles. Miles Turner has had a pretty good career. You know, not a Hall of Famer, but he's been a very reliable basketball player. Miles Turner might be, is he a decade into his career now? He's close.
Turner got the rebound.
It's crazy, man. I'm getting old.
Turner off and forced Bane to miss the shot.
In the post now to Toppin with
the feed, Obi Toppin. The bucket.
Good idea.
Another rebound, long rebound out to Pippen Jr.
Bane. Desmond Bane, one of my favorite players in the league, man. All right, let's feed the big fella. I want to see something. Okay, he just missed a wide open guy. 3 seconds. He's going to have to speed it up a little bit more than that, but good bucket from Edey.
8 and 12 in the first two preseason
23 points, 9 rebounds for Zach Edey in his preseason game.
And Nembhard puts it in.
Nembhard, couple extra dollars in his pockets nowadays.
Off the screen.
Two-man game with Turner. Miles Turner. He's always been committed to shoot that long ball, and he makes it.
Guys are running out of gas. Took a timeout.
13-point lead, shot clock, game clock, about a 9-second difference.
You got to beat him. He's too strong. You got to beat him.
Hey, Nembhard. Yeah, you get 17 on an island. I believe his name is Kawamura. He can't defend anybody. He's too small and too unathletic.
Picked up Matherin.
Oh yeah. Hey,
He'll put it down.
Benedict Mather.
Soft touch. As Zach Edey has a preseason high tying 15 points, and that's a 3. Benedict Mather.
I was watching some footage of Benedict Mathurin. I think he was playing against, was it Cayenne Anthony? I think it was Cayenne. He was tearing Cayenne ass. He was tearing Cayenne up.
That's what they're really banking on. They didn't want
It was good experience for the young fella, though.
Played their first preseason game.
Oh, look at this. Nobody can get this ball from Edey. He did that at Purdue, ladies and gentlemen. He was college's best player for a reason. John's like, oh, I can't wait to use that. Even if I miss, we gonna still score. John like, I can miss as many shots as I want. Nah, John. Look at this big dude. Cleaning up everything.
In the corner for 3. Mathurin missed it.
Mathurin, no.
The offensive rebound, back up and in.
That's why
Lefty.
he's going to be helpful on offensive rebounds.
Oh, look at that dime.
I told you.
Now you see me, now you don't. I'm telling y'all, this dude is entertaining in his few minutes. High IQ, he's just small as hell.
Inside the final 10
Can't change your height.
Here's Mathurin inside, a strong move. A 10-point quarter for Benedict Mathurin.
Benedict hooping.
And move some of
Work out, Mather.
as well as some of the
Inside to James Wiseman. Easy. Can Wiseman finally find a home in Indiana? He don't really fit the culture of that team unless he's changed a bunch.
And there's Edey. Hanging right around
Easy.
the rim.
I wonder if Zach's going to have to worry about getting a lot of 3 seconds calls against him because he's really hanging around that painted area.
Pippen Jr., how'd he get it in?
He really got lucky because
Mathurin with 4
16-point blowout.
Over the top, too strong.
Mathurin, no.
Jackson, the rebound out to Shepard.
Shep. Right in front of us, lined up. Was with the Pacers. So he took that responsibility. So, it's.
Oh, yeah. He'll find you.
Oh,
that kid 17 can pass, man.
Pereira had to wait on it in the air.
I'm glad there's some rubber on the underneath of that backboard. As Swider hits a 3, they had just 2.1 to work.
It was at least there.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I tell you what, it's going to be hard to not have him on the team. 4 points, 5 rebounds for the rookie out of Akron in his 17 minutes. Hoff scores and a foul.
My college teammates, Sean May.
You got to get this kid a shot, man. We gonna hear a lot about this kid this year. You can't. That kid's got to be in the NBA. He's entertaining. I'm not gonna call him Jeremy Lin because that's racist, right? But I will say Jeremy Lin had very minimal expectations coming in from out of the country, and he shined immediately. I will say this kid, I feel like, could have a Jeremy Lin type of run for a 10-game stretch if Ja were to go down, knock on wood, this year.
Let's get a bucket out of this.
Walker.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get a bucket
Okay,
out
I
of
think
that.
we've seen enough of this one. Pretty good preseason game.
Momentum.
Okay, Zach Edey. I think everybody in Memphis will take that. The Memphis Grizzlies are only in a position to have this dude, Zach Edey, because of the abysmal last year where ticket prices got low as $4 and Memphis, because Ja Morant got hurt. The reality is Ja Morant's season started with a suspension. He played a few games, teased all of Memphis with a great time, and then he got hurt. And his season was over, and Desmond Bane's looking around like, well, if Ja in the backcourt with me, a Blues could do, I can too. And then Jared Jackson's like, well, I don't think I'm going to win Defensive Player of the Year this year. Blues could do, they did, I can too. So you're missing your, pretty much for most of the year, your big 3 in Memphis. They didn't play much of basketball at all together. And Marcus Smart's looking around and saying, I'm only here because Ja. And he's like, okay, I'm not playing if those dudes not playing. He really never wanted to play basketball without Ja. The Grizzlies took last year off. They make a lot of money to play basketball. I'm going to believe that these dudes will be locked in this year. And if that team is locked in, That's the best starting five in the NBA. When you roll out a job, when you're playing small guard ball with Marcus Smart and then Desmond Bane at the 3, Jaren Jackson at the 4. And from what I'm seeing, this dude, Zach Edey, looks to be a little better than I think a lot of us thought coming out of Purdue when Zach clearly dominated college basketball for at least the last 2 years. Some would argue 3. Zach Edey looks to be a little more in shape than a lot of us thought, a little more agile than a lot of us thought at this level, and he seems to be a center that's going to be ready to produce something immediately. The Grizzlies don't need this dude to come in and average 20 points, which is the difference between him and some of the other lottery picks in the draft. The Grizzlies need him to come in and grab about 10, 12 rebounds a game, 4, maybe 5 shots a game on putbacks, layups, easy stuff. Grizzlies got all the makings of a team that should be well on their way to a serious run out west, but it all comes down to the same thing it came down to last year, the health of Ja Morant. Let me know y'all thoughts. What are your expectations for the Memphis Grizzlies? That was an impressive performance from Zach Edey. And listen, man, as the preseason continues, that pace is starting to pick up. That intensity is starting to pick up. Zach Edey ain't playing at Purdue no more. He playing against other grown men. They get paid to do this for a living. Let me know your thoughts. I'm out. If you love flexing your sports knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports and win some money while you're at it. That's Underdog. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog website or app. You got to pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that specific game. You get your picks right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use your boy's promo code, which is Ferro, your deposit will get matched up to $1,000 is available to you in bonus cash. You can't beat that. Tap in with Underdog. My promo code is Ferro.